Consumption of dog meat has been a disputed topic, especially focusing on Nagaland, for a long time now. But the state government's July 3 decision to ban commercial trade of dog meat has created a social uproar, especially the Article 371A being overlooked, which gives the Naga tribes the right to practice and maintain their customary law and social practices.
Although the ban on the commercial import and trading of dogs has been applauded by many, concerns have also been raised while terming the ban as a fascist move.
While different opinions are being voiced out through different platforms, there is a section of the Naga society who have been left voiceless following the ban. There are villagers in Nagaland whose source of livelihood was dependent upon selling dog meat.
These shops have been vacant since the ban. They were mostly run by villagers whose livelihood depended on selling dog meat. Grace has been selling dog meat for a few years. But with the ban being imposed, she is worried. Post-lockdown, her finances are strained. Mercy also sold dog meat. She is hopeful of the ban being lifted once the lockdown is over.
Regular customer भी थी खड़ी में हमने अरोई नाचनिया मनीली हरी लो ये इसे बाकी लोग इधर निकाल कर डाल लो करना तो खाने में कोवले मना से किले बोले तो महल लगा मने तो बोले तो किला बोले तो बीमार सीमा के बोले भी कुत्ता मुंसा खाई में भाग गए टीबी बीमार औषध भी तो खाई में भाग गए मलेरिया टाइप की बोले भी खाई में भाग गए और बेचारा अब तो मुंसा खाबोले ना पाए या की क्या खाने भी कुत्ता मुंसा ही खाबोले पड़ा किसी को ना पाए उस लोग खाबोले पड़े इन्हें का बोलना तो बोले मुझे ना खाने कितना तो खाई Moreover, if lockdown dan media juga detail itu bolehnya bang jadi kita pasal itu boleh masih sok kali kita beli lockdown itu boleh betul boleh nak kita kalau ini punya dua minggu boleh muncul.
Dog meat is not just considered as a delicacy in Nagaland, but has been a part of the traditional cuisine for ages and holds significance in several Naga tribes. Like Mercy mentioned, it is believed to have medicinal benefits. However, there is no significant explanation to it. Although Nagaland has been highlighted for consumption of dog meat, there are several other northeastern states and tribes where it is a part of their tradition.
Author and senior journalist Vishurita Krocha says that the ban will only intensify belief of the people who have looked down on Naga people or have always tagged them as dog eaters.
Nagas have long been labeled as dog meat eaters. And I think the recent state government's decision to ban dog meat has only intensified that belief for those who have, look on us only from that perspective. This is despite the fact that many of us do not consume dog meat. I personally don't take it. So I think it comes down to it being a personal choice and taste. Traditionally, I am told that wrestlers consume dog meat in a village like mine before they participate in a wrestling tournament because it gives them more strength. And dog meat is also one of the sought after commodities for women who have just given birth because it is believed that it helps them regain their health faster. Personally, for me, animal cruelty and consumption of dog meat, either as a delicacy or for its health value, are totally two different things. While the issue of animal cruelty should be strictly dealt with, I think we cannot place the issue of consumption of dog meat on the same page.
Renowned journalist and author Veer Sanghvi highlighted the ban and its impact through his recent piece, Sorry, but you shouldn't ban dog meat. Speaking to East Mojo, the author mentioned that no one has the right to use the law to impose one's views at other people.
It's a very difficult line, and I think every society has to make its own decision. For instance, the French eat horse, the Italians eat fox, people in Thailand eat locusts and little insects that look like cockroaches. We are no one to pass judgment on any society and what it decides to eat. There is a moral case against eating endangered species. There's a moral case against eating animals that could cause disease. And yes, there is a moral case for veganism, but there is no moral case for selective non-vegetarianism. Every society must make its own decision. I think you're right. I think what happens in many societies is that they're concerned with what comes out of people's mouths. They're concerned with dissent, things like that. We must be the only society in the world where our politicians are concerned with what goes into our mouths. You can believe in vegetarianism, you can believe in non-vegetarianism, you can believe in beef eating, dog eating, whatever, but you have no right to use the law to impose your views on other people.
Dimapur-based journalist Esther Verma is of the opinion that changing food habits is a part of human evolution and dogs cannot be compared to chicken, pig, or any other animal.
The government taking the decision to ban the sale of dog and the commercialization of dog meat and everything, I think it's a very good step because we evolve our eating habits, our cultural habits and everything. It's all about evolution, and at the end of the day, dogs cannot be compared to chickens or or pigs or like that. And I think it's high time we let go of these things, which can cause an uproar in our country, and of course this is our culture, this is our food eating habits. But personally, I also love dogs, but I cannot go and tell my neighbor to stop eating dog meat. And I think we have to really carefully tread this situation, and with more understanding, more organically. I think we should try to solve this issue right now instead of going on social media and using all words that are not appropriate and everything. And it's not going to make the situation any better.
The government's decision came after pictures of dogs tied in sacks circulated online. This created an uproar on social media. Politician and animal rights activist Manika Sanjay Gandhi called for a protest which sought 50,000 emails to the Chief Secretary in 3 days to stop dog bazaars, dog restaurants and dog smuggling into Nagaland.
The decision also sparked a political debate. G.K. Zimomi, secretary of the Nagaland Pradesh Congress Committee, said that the move is an attempt to appease a section of people and will stoke communal hatred.
See, this problem on the government part in not applying its mind. Some incidents that happened had sparked an outrage regarding cruelty to animals. And then with the advent of social media, it had gone viral in the main lane, and Madam Maneka Gandhi joining in, and also people for animals, or so many people concerned, sparking an outrage. But at the same time, it was very surprising and very shocking that the Nagaland government has clubbed cruelty to animals into banning of food, yeah, which is very shocking, and we condemn it because we cannot be dictated on what to eat, what not to eat. Yeah. At the end of the day, I cannot tell some other people in other states that I don't need that, that you should also give it up. This is the problem with the current situation in the country. The uniformity, the conformity, this is literally stoking up social communal hatred. And this is why we as Congress, we are totally against this, knee-jerk action of the government just to appease some section of the people. And I wish the government was as prompt in addressing the outrage. It was prompt in addressing the problems of our state, which has been lagging for so many years. Why only dog here? So many animals are being consumed here. Why only selective outrage? And this is just a step towards, uniformity and conformity, which I have told earlier. And Nagas, for generations, I'm not ashamed to say that we Nagas have been eating dog meat here. Of course, I don't eat, but then I'm not ashamed to say that we Nagas do that. And it is nothing to be ashamed of. And I don't know why people, some section of people, when people are getting lynched, when people are getting mobbed, when people are suffering, they don't raise a voice on that. And just an aberration, some stray incident happens, they make it an issue to project our people in a very poor light. This is disgusting, and we condemn the selective outrage of those so-called activists here who have concern, who really shed the, concern more for animals than for fellow human beings also. Of course, cruelty to animals has to be curbed, has to be stopped, but at the same time, we have to love our fellow human beings. We have to place the interests of our fellow human beings more than anything else. The state government has only announced through the chief secretary that the state cabinet has decided to, impose import of bans and then sale and cooking of dog meat and whatnot. But it has not gone into, it has yet to come up with details here. Anyway, we as an opposition party will be waiting and watching what exactly the rules are. What will be the quantum of penalty, for not adhering to it. It just cannot just issue an order, on the surface and, just close its eyes and say that everything is okay. Because it's not only about dog meat. It is literally dictating what we eat in our kitchen here. And unless the state government is very careful on this, it will have to pay a heavy price for this in the coming days. See, their problem here is some of our people also. Of course, I respect their opinion also here in Nagaland regarding, their concern for animals also. But at the same time, their projection on social media is not helping matters. It is projecting to the mainland that we are also divided. We are a divided opinion on this. And that is where the others are taking advantage, to come out with an opinion. In fact, yesterday I was so shocked to read an article in Scroll, where, Nagas has to be civilized here. This is shocking here, and we condemn it here. And I wish, the state government acts on, if they say that they have picked up this outrage on social media and acting on it, why have been so many issues just being left in cold storage or just ignored? This is very surprising, shocking, as I keep repeating. And, in the days to come, we'll be watching what exact rules are going to come out with it to enforce what they have decided. Yeah, my message is India has been a country which has, always cherishes unity and diversity. We all have to learn to respect and also to accommodate different cultures, different customs here. What I do here in Nagaland, if it is not being done in our country, I cannot dictate here. We'll have to respect here. And what happens in Nagaland is none of the business of the people from outside here. Because it is our culture, and I'm not ashamed to say that. And the problem is the country where some people are literally hell-bent on taking on the country to uniformity and conformity. This is literally going to, tear apart the social fabric of the nation. Yeah. And that is why my appeal is, let's all learn to respect each other's culture, each other's traditions here. And that will make India a better place. Yeah.
Nagaland Chief Secretary Temjim Toy was the first who took to Twitter to announce the state government's decision, which said that the ban has been imposed on commercial import and trading and sale of both cooked and uncooked meat. Later, Mamhon Lumokikon, spokesperson of the government of Nagaland, shared his video informing people of the ban.
Nagaland State Cabinet has decided to ban the commercial import of dogs and the dog markets. Further, the government of Nagaland has also decided to ban commercial sale of dog meats, both cooked and uncooked.
A day after the cabinet's decision was announced, Nagaland Chief Secretary passed an order which imposed a ban on commercial import and trading of dogs and dog markets and ban on commercial sale of dog meat in markets and dine-in restaurants. Notably, it is clear that the ban order gives no mention about the consumption of dog meat.
However, dog rearing, which is more common and traditional practice, has no mention in the order. We tried to reach out to the stakeholders in the government, but all of them decided to stay clear of any controversy and refrain from commenting on it.